Cosplayers, what's one cosplay you will never do again and why? Creeper from Minecraft for Halloween. I decided to not cut armholes because creepers have none. Also, the costume went over my legs and I had limited mobility. Riker any Shinigami in Death Note because it was a lot of work for people to just think you were from Kiss. Haha, that's funny. I used to wear my Gara of the Sand costume for Halloween, and everyone kept asking me if my gourd was an M&M. Pyramid Head. A whole slew of reasons ranging from it is very hard to move, see, eat, drink, literally anything in. This is the complaint with just the head. Now add in a skirt dress like bottom and the sword. It is very uncomfortable to walk, hard to sit down, and if the weather makes a slight turn to cold you really have no way to put something on that doesn't look completely ridiculous. Bison. My costume caught on fire going too near a heat source, and severely burned my legs, lower back, and butt. Those terrible Hadoken injuries. One year I did Piñata. It was fun as hell, but it was a layer of fabric, a layer of Eva foam, and then all the fabric on top. It was absolutely fucking roasting and next to impossible to see. Plague Doctor. The mask bent and the goggles fogged up. Fell way too many times. Recruit from Rainbow Six Siege. Everyone thought I was a terrorist and had to leave. Should have got 4 others and made some M870s, then everyone would understand. Always have an obviously fake weapon with cosplays like that to show you're not going to light up the place. I did a cosplay of the trademark Ghost Recon character, and carried an orange-tipped airsoft rifle with a sling to show I wasn't the next news headline. I also did Ghost and Price and carried the same rifle. The real reason is they thought you were a new player, and vote kick you. Not exactly cosplay, but I went to a Halloween party as Waldo once. Terrible idea. Everyone wants you hiding in the back of their photos. And you hear, haha I found you, at least 800 times. Never again. Every time I see a Waldo at a con I always think, damn. I feel sorry for that dude, because I know he can't walk 5 feet without someone thinking they're the first person all con to be like OMG I fooled you. Quote. This is why a Waldo cosplayer I know always carries a flask and nobody asks, how's Waldo? Sign. Professor X. THRE. Only reason I chose it was because I had torn my LCL and still wanted to attend the event, so I rented a wheelchair so I could get around the event. So many people came up and sat in my lap thinking I was just cosplaying as him. Thank goodness my friend's parents lived close and we went and grabbed ice packs that we threw on my knee so people would quit doing it. Who just plops down in a stranger's lap without asking? I don't understand how these people function day to day. There are a lot of socially maladjusted people at conventions. Glomping was also a thing for a while. Please explain this? I only know from the OWO. What's this mean? What does glomping actually entail? Graffiti skin tracer from Overwatch. Paint kept transferring from the gas mask onto my face, and my mask was literally dripping water from my breathing. It was hot and stuffy and gross. As somebody who used to have to wear a gas mask for work, you didn't get a proper face seal around the edges. If the frame is loose against your face at all, the air redirects towards the leak and the inside of the mask becomes insanely humid. That said, it's really uncomfortable and hot no matter what you do. It's probably safe to keep it on the never again list. Literally anything that small kids will get excited about. I cannot handle that type of pressure. Not a cosplay, but I volunteered to be Pumpkinhead Ghoul at a Legend of Sleepy Hollow attraction. I would jump out. The young kids would run and scream. I would go back to my hiding place. Good times. But some of the older kids would begin following me and punching me. That shit was not cute. It hurt. One kid started throwing rocks at me while a parent took pictures. I seriously wanted to wring that kid's neck in front of their parents and then murder the parents. So I almost became a real ghoul. Their behavior was so enraging. I know someone who works at the Dreamworld Fright Nights for Halloween every year, and all the staff get assaulted regularly. It's shocking what people think is okay. And it's frustrating because these people are like, it's a natural reaction. I punch kick when I'm scared, like, then don't go to the haunted house, Fright Night, Halloween haunt. I use a wheelchair and I was a Dalek one year. It was very popular and I had a lot of people wanting pictures, but I couldn't fit through doorways and kept hitting people. Edit. Thanks for the gold, even though you seem like a bot. Edit 2. Here are the only 2 pictures I could find. Picture 1. Picture 2. It was huge because my wheelchair was huge and it had to fit around all the parts of it. Then taper up to be thinner at the top. It was a very fun craft project that took a lot of manpower and time. But in hindsight, using cardboard was not the wisest idea because the second any moisture got on it, it lost a lot of its stiffness. Live and learn. The visual of a Dalek not fitting through a doorway is pretty funny though. Slenderman. I got really into the craze back in the day, being a 6 feet 3 inches skinny dude. And I thought of myself highly for having been a Marble Hornets fan card before the game was ever released. The issue is that I have a big head, nose. So through the morph suit you'd just see all my features, including my dark brown hair and smooshed nose. I ended up having a sore nose for days, and the soles of my morph suit were extremely darkened from walking around in platform boots for hours on end. I still can't believe Marble Hornets was made in 2009 and looked better than the Slender Man movie. We got Lord Business from the Lego movie, or actually any Lego character for that matter. The head was too heavy, and I could barely move. Edit. Okay, wow. I didn't quite expect this comment to get as much attention, but thank you for the gold. Via Adam Savage. I have been told that puppeteers avoid having anything mounted on your head. Keep the weight on your shoulders and save your neck. That was in his No Face build video. Rorschach. I saw almost nothing under that mask and couldn't enjoy anything. All white. Not at all. It has a Rorschach pattern on it and the paint reacts to temperature. If you breath out, some black parts become white and the other way around. That concept seems incredibly cool. Too bad it's so inconvenient to wear. Edna, from The Incredibles. I am a short gothic lady and at the time had the same haircut as her. Went as her for a Halloween party and it's my nickname ever since. Especially when I'm angry. I fucking hate it. I was in middle school when the movie came out and I had her hairstyle. I was known as Edna for 3 years. Only my best friend calls me that now. DX. Faye Valentine for Cowboy Bebop. Not because of awkward guy comments, but because of other lady cosplayers that would come up to me and talk about how Faye is a good starter cosplay because I guess it's not intricate enough. I got tired of the condescension. Cosplay gatekeeping. Cosplaying. Wow, that's really annoying actually. Let someone enjoy themselves, damn it. Edit. Also, Faye is really cool and seems like a lot of fun to. Cowboy Bebop is amazing in general, and I wish I had the looks, charisma, and hair to pull off a spike. Dr. Roxo. Nobody wants to see that. Cool, yeah? Real reason is while fun I have no place to put anything. No pockets. Nowhere to store cash, ID. And if it's cold, forget about it. Also, seriously, nobody wants to see that. I kept it screen accurate. No kid-friendly steps. And I wore it to age-appropriate events. Edit. Okay, I may bring it out this coming year. Seems like there'd be enough of a positive response to warrant it. Not to mention the costs for all the coke to bring you into the proper roxo mood. Also, reeking like piss and constantly getting your ass kicked by metalheads isn't as funny as it sounds.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox.